Hi everyone, hope you're having a good Tuesday. I'm Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Marcus Bagwell. I want to get right over to what we have seen so far today. Let's put this into motion for you. We've had some heavy rain come off of Lake Sam Rayburn. This was early this morning. Notice this batch here moved up into San Augustine County. I was here with meteorologist Andrew Salmon around midday, and he was saying that the lightning really pulsed up there in San Augustine County. Thankfully, it didn't turn severe, but it was some heavier rain. We have seen a few scattered light showers this afternoon. I'm still anticipating the storm coverage to pick up a bit more, but it's really going to depend upon how much more Gulf moisture streams northward. We're definitely back in the warmer air, temperatures in the 70s and 80s, but look at Deep East Texas, near 90 this afternoon. It has certainly been quite warm, and here is that low-level moisture, the dew points. The moisture is surging right on back in. We're looking at dew points now in the lower to the mid-70s. So I-20 southward is where the greatest moisture is, and it's essentially taking over most, if not all, of East Texas. Again, the look at the radar, we just have some light isolated showers moving through. We're going to watch this area back in central Texas, moving into East Texas. This is riding along the upper level disturbance, and this may help trigger a few more of these scattered thunderstorms that could pick up as we go into the afternoon. Let me show you the available energy that we're seeing in the atmosphere. Our southern counties where we are warm and near 90 degrees, that is where the greatest available energy is for instability here at the surface, and that's moving up toward Interstate 20 at this time, and the greatest instability really across portions of central and central Texas toward the hill country and southeast Texas at this time. Bigger picture on things, let's analyze a little bit more of the storm threat here. Here's this ridge of high pressure that's playing a pretty critical role in why we're just not going to see as much rain in Deep East Texas over the next few days. This ridge in control, if it were to the east, we probably see a better opportunity for rain. But we've got this upper disturbance moving through sections of the Four Corners at this point. But I also want to turn on the upper air energy, or the spin in the atmosphere that helps lead to precipitation and storm development. You can notice how we've got a pretty decent wave moving from near Austin, crossing 35 and moving up to the northeast. So this is why we're going to keep an eye on the possibility of a few more stronger storms into this afternoon. And if you combine that with this increased instability, that's why we could see maybe a few storms contain some heavy rain and the possibility of some hail. Okay, looking at FUTURECAST for us here, let me slide this over just a bit more, and I'll move my camera to the opposite side. That way we can see some of these storms as they begin to move in. So here we go. This is the high resolution model. This model updates hourly for us. As we get closer to 3-4 o'clock, notice how some storms begin to fire up a bit more. Again, I think these are most likely to occur in our central and northern counties. These are the ones that may briefly get on the strong side. The high resolution model indicating possibility of storms near Henderson County and then working its way to the east and to the northeast. There we go, 5-6 o'clock, maybe a couple of heavier storms, Wood, Rains, Hopkins County. And then by later on tonight, precipitation mostly letting up. Still a couple of showers are possible into the overnight, and then more rain perhaps moving in, heading into early tomorrow morning, especially west of Highway 259. So that's one result. Let me show you what our in-house model shows. This is the same one you'll find on our Storm Team app. Again, I'll slide this over just a bit so we can see it. There you can notice here over the next few hours, it doesn't really show as much. Some scattered showers, a couple of thunderstorms, but then it tries to bring in this round of very heavy rain late tonight into the overnight, really impacting those west, along and west of Highway 69, and then gradually having it fall apart into early Wednesday morning before we perhaps see a few additional showers during the day Wednesday. Notice here, tomorrow afternoon, Deep East Texas, you're going to be warm tomorrow. Looking at the model guidance, it's showing tomorrow that we could be in the 90s, and I don't disagree with that. Upper 80s to low 90s in Deep East Texas tomorrow. For our central areas, it'll really be close. I think we'll reach the mid 80s most likely, but still a chance for some scattered thunderstorms. So we're going to need to keep a close eye on this very closely. Here's what the Storm Prediction Center has in place for us on our Tuesday heading into early Wednesday morning. You'll notice here the risk is marginal at this point. We'll get an update from the Storm Prediction Center around 3:30, 4 o'clock. I'll have that for you on KETK News at 4. But the primary threat here, wind gusts and hail as a possibility, but this is a marginal risk. Now let me expand the view here. The risk really is focused into Oklahoma and Kansas and the Texas Panhandle. We're not expecting those storms to impact us in the short term through the night hours. It probably wouldn't be until the overnight period. But I could see this marginal risk working its way a bit more to the east. That's why we'll need to watch for that threat for some wind gusts and hail over the next few hours. All right, make sure you have our East Texas Storm Team app. That way, if we start to see lightning or storms intensify, you have those weather alerts and those lightning alerts turned on. You can be notified of those fairly quickly, and you can also check radar there for yourself. It should be fairly active into this afternoon. I'll see you at 4 o'clock on KETK, and have a good afternoon, and stay cool in the very humid air that continues to move back into our area.